Why are they kicking me out? What did I do?
Nothing, but I've got a rack full of wedding dresses for Natalie to try on. Jessica's needs alterations, and I'm not going to risk any bad luck at this wedding letting you have the chance to see them.
I guess that just about covers it.
Yeah, and Gigi's right. We've had our share of bad luck around here.
Enough said.
Okay, I'm getting out of here already. I know better than to argue with a room full of women the day before a wedding. Remember that, my son. All right, have fun.
Phil, are you threatening me?
Mr. Buchanan might not take too kindly to me asking to be invited to the wedding.
But you don't just ask, Vimal, you demand. This is something you've earned for your loyalty and dedication. And this is something I've earned too, for being your wife. Vimal, don't forget, you're the one with all the power. You hold all the cards. You know what Mr. Buchanan did. Now march in there and demand those invitations. You hear me?
But I haven't even exercised yet.
Go. Now.
It's not a threat, Mr. Buchanan. It's a demand. I've earned those invitations, and you will give them to me.
Vimal, you're right. You have been a loyal and true employee to me, and I owe you for being so discreet.
Thank you. I tried.
And I know for a fact that you never told anybody about changing those paternity tests. As per agreement, you didn't tell a single soul. Did you, Vimal?
What do you think?
You are a magician. It's perfect.
There. As far as everyone else is concerned, you are the real Aubrey Wentworth, and we are still on track for the biggest score we've ever seen.
And I have to owe it to my old friend Rama for spilling all about Clint's DNA test shenanigans. We're gonna have all our money. And Joey thinks I'm a saint for getting Clint to change his mind about disinheriting him.
Poor Joey. What a little sap.
I asked you not to talk trash about Joey.
You know, fortunately, my father stepped up and made amends for trying to disinherit me. It was all thanks to Aubrey.
Well, what she did was...
Kind of brave, right? And she put my dad on the spot, and ultimately, that's what made him back down. I gotta say, Rex, she is one amazing woman.
Do I need to remind you again that you going soft on Joey is not part of the deal?
I know.
Doesn't seem like it.
Cutter, I am working my butt off here to make this happen for us. Please, just don't call Joey a sap. He is a smart guy who just wasn't expecting this, to be fooled by someone so skillful.
Well, you got that right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some of those skills right now.
Later. Is that glue dry yet? Because you still have to go over to Dorian's house and replace that yearbook.
It's almost ready.
Thank God.
I just can't wait to have you all to myself again. And that Buchanan money.
You think maybe Aubrey's a con artist?
Oh, absolutely. And worse. Meeting her so-called brother yesterday absolutely convinced me he's not interested in working for one of my charities. Honey, I want you to be very careful, okay, when you're on these fishing expeditions with him.
It's all right. Nothing's happened so far. Just one dinner and a thwarted breakfast date, even if it was in Cutter's room.
In his room? Well, what thwarted it?
Joey. He walked in on us and he got upset because he thought I was cheating on Kevin.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten about that.
I guess Joey didn't. But out of desperation, I had to tell him that Kevin and I broke up.
You know, I saw Joe yesterday at the palace. He rushed past me looking as if he'd lost his best friend.
What did he say?
Well, he was just too upset to... Kelly!
What?
Honey, do you think Joe was jealous?
I mean, Aubrey is just so incredible. To turn my dad around in the inheritance, not many people could have done that.
No, definitely not.
It's just like every day I learn something new about her. That makes me realize how lucky I am to have found her.
You really love her?
Yeah, well, how can you tell?
Trust her?
Of Of course. Was there a reason why I shouldn't?
I didn't tell a single soul about the DNA switches.
Thank heavens for that. Because if you had done so, it would have been so very, very disappointing.
I can cut you both a deal, reduce the charges if you tell us what we want to know.
That offer lasts for exactly 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6,
2, 1.
The Rosemont High School blood drive.
That's where we were when that kid got beat up.
Robert Ford. Whatever. We got our alibi.
Yeah? Bought and paid for by Clint Buchanan.
Good luck proving it. We don't know Eddie Ford or anything connecting Clint Buchanan to his murder.
Well, if that's all, we gotta go. PTA meeting. No kidding. You guys have kids together? Which one's the mom? I think it's you. Get the hell out of here.
What's that all about? Never mind, none of my business.
No, actually, it is your business.
I threatened your dressmaker's life if she couldn't get these alterations done by tomorrow. You are very take charge. I like it. Single mom for 10 years, not much choice. I'm gonna head over there now and drop your dress off. Okay. Thank you again so much. We never would have gotten this double wedding done in record time if it hadn't been for you. Well, it's fun for me. Who knows? Maybe I was an event planner in a past life. And you, Miss Thing, start trying on dresses. Whew, you heard her. We better get cracking.
You know, you are gonna look so beautiful, and that dress, Brody, is just gonna melt when you walk down the aisle.
And I know that you're gonna look amazing in any one of those dresses.
I hope so, because we don't have much time.
Are you kidding me? Come here. Would you look at yourself in the mirror? You have been glowing ever since Liam was born. You're gonna look beautiful.
Is this really happening?
I know, right? I've had to pinch myself a couple of times. I cannot believe I talked to you and John into this whole double wedding thing.
I know. Kind of surprised me myself.
Yeah, but in a way, it's perfect, you know? We're sisters, we're twins, and in some ways, I feel closer to you than anyone else.
It hasn't always been that way.
I know. I'm so sorry for everything that I've ever done to hurt you.
What's going on? What's my business?
He's about to marry Jessica. He's got a right to know.
Well, go ahead. Tell him.
Tell me what?
Son, it's about your future father-in-law.
I would never want to disappoint you, Mr. Buchanan. I'll just take those wedding invitations and I'll be on my way.
No, you wait here. The timing is perfect. Mr. Black.
I'm blue.
He's black. Whatever. This is a good friend of mine, Vimal Patel. Vim, I'm going to ask you once again. Who did you tell about our private business?
No one.
Well, that's really odd, because somebody just blackmailed me with that very information, and you and I are the only two people who knew about it. Vimal, gentlemen, maybe you can stir his imagination and memory.
I'm gonna go make another date with Kelly.
Why? We're all set on plan A. We don't need to go after Kelly's money. We already have Joey's.
Yeah, we don't. Besides, I need an excuse to sneak this over, right?
Keep your hands off Kelly, okay?
You gonna keep your hands off Joey? Right. You have no reason not to trust Aubrey. It's just Kelly and I are friends, and she had issues with Aubrey for a while.
No, I know. Kelly was very suspicious of Aubrey, but that's all good now. She's fine. We're fine. And besides, Kelly is dating Aubrey's brother.
Aubrey's brother? Really?
Yeah. No, I know. It's kind of weird.
No, if you're okay with it.
I wasn't sure, but... can I ask you something since you're Kelly's friend? shoot. What's going on with her?
I can't let myself believe that Joey is jealous. That would mean I still have a chance with him.
The power of positive thinking. Try it.
It's hard to be positive about Joey planning a wedding to someone else, or that he stood up to his father for her. And after that big stunt that Aubrey pulled at the church, he's even more gaga over her.
Because she got Clint to back down.
I think she's... I don't know, I think she has something on him.
So you mentioned.
Okay, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Every time I mention Clint, you're shutting down. What do you know?
I think maybe you just need to talk to Callie about this. I really shouldn't say anything.
Oh, no, see?
What?
No, that means something's up.
You just need to open your eyes. And if you do that, you'll figure all this out on your own. Later.
Wait. Rex, wait. Rex!
And figure out what? We know he had the motive and the means to kill Eddie Ford.
Now we have to prove that he had the opportunity.
And you think Clint did all this to break up your marriage to Nora?
It looks that way.
That's a lot to take in, I know.
Yeah. I mean, Clint's always been so good to me. With some of the mistakes I've made, I wouldn't have blamed him if he'd given me a hard time about being with Jessica, but he welcomed me into the family practically from the beginning. And not to mention the trust funds he just established for Ryder and Liam. I don't want Jessica to know about this, at least not yet. She's crazy about her dad.
Natalie too, but they're gonna find out eventually.
I hate to destroy their images of their father, no matter what Clint's done. We're gonna put a hold on this, at least until after your weddings.